And we're back.
And we're back.
Okay.
So, you got any money in the stock market?
Apparently, it's a good time to do it.
I know, right? I was just thinking that. See,
Yeah.
I'm fucking, I got a 401k, but I don't fucking look at it.
Well, and you shouldn't. You shouldn't look at that thing for many, many years. It'll make you nuts if you look at it every day. You know, it kills me right now. You got all these people protesting, and probably none of them are invested in the stock market, and they don't realize that the thing that they're protesting is like they're protesting against making things better for themselves. It's kind of ironic.
Well, it's it's fucking crazy. See, we were the assholes for burning dead dinosaurs and stuff with our motorcycles and stuff.
Now they like those again. And apparently, electric vehicles are bad.
But now we're setting Teslas on fire.
Yeah, well, they loved Musk until they hated him, just like they loved Trump until they hated him.
Right?
I really can't keep track of it anymore, nor do I try. Did you follow the viral news last week and see the charter fisherman who ended his career in about 24 hours?
No.
Yeah, his name Brock Horner. And he went on some tirade with some young kid who was out fishing by himself and like had a bunch of a charter out with him and like was screaming and hollering. And then he brought his boat over and then boarded this kid's boat, all of this kid's filming the whole time, like threatened him. The kid almost felt like he had to jump overboard and then, got back on his boat and left. Now the Coast Guard's pulled his charter license. He had to stop his business. I mean, there's all sorts of questions with this guy. Boomer knows all. Any guys that fish know all about it. But
Big in the fishing community.
he was. He's now a ghost in the fishing community.
Now, if he didn't fucking get on that kid's boat and go, "Who is the captain?" then he deserves everything he gets.
Well, you don't right. You just don't board somebody else's boat without their permission.
Unless you say, "Who is the captain?" then that's cool.
Was that how it works? I don't know.
Right.
And most of I learned about the ocean, I learned from Gilligan's Island, and then I put it out into play. But nonetheless, all right. So,
Ginger.
oh God, Marianne all day long.
Marianne all the way, all the way.
Yeah. It's a no-brainer.
Of course, yeah.
You could tell Ginger was fake. You could just tell.
Oh yeah. She's plastic. Of course, Marianne.
Of course, Marianne, without a doubt. So what's going on? What's
or
happening?
Mrs. Howell, either way.
Wow, you caught me off guard with that one. No,
that's
I
all
wouldn't.
Right. I just
no,
showed
no.
my age.
Yeah, I'm older than you. Ooh.
I know you are, but I shouldn't have a gray beard, but I do. It's fine. I'm gonna give you some just for men.
So your motorcycle woes all done? You got the soft tail all up and working
No,
now?
but I got all the parts for it almost.
What now? I thought the starter was. Oh, right.
But I just got to use gas tank.
Well, is it from China? Is it from America this time?
It's from a former podcast guest.
Well, all right then. Cool.
And it's all American. It's an original Ironhead gas tank.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Which I had a Chinesium King style Ironhead tank.
Oh, that thing.
How many Ironheads and petcocks on the left, and yeah.
How many times did you repaint that last year? 3, 4 times? Only twice?
Twice.
I thought it was 3 times, but yeah.
No, 3 times total.
Yeah, well.
Only twice last year, once the year before.
Well, like I said, my bike's finally all up and ready to go, except for an oil change. But actually, I'm going radical this time. I'm actually putting bias tires on both the front and the back.
Why?
Because the original, when they first came out, Victory, they had them slated for a bias tire. It needs that stiffer sidewall. It gives it a better ride. For years, I would run I'd run a
not bias ply.
Bias ply, yep.
Makes it stiffer.
The sidewall stiffer, yeah.
Are you sure? Is that true?
That's from what I understand, yeah.
Comment below.
Yeah, please comment below. But from what I understand, it makes the sidewall stiffer.
Because I thought bias plies had weaker sidewalls because they weren't steel belted radials like the new tires.
I don't know. It's what the Google machine said.
I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
All I know is that
I just trust the science.
for years I'd been mixing and matching with either like I'd run a bias in back and then a radio up front, or I'd run radio and radio, but I was just chewing through tires, man,
Oh,
chewing through tires. Just I don't for whatever reason that steel frame victories just they liked the bias versus the radial. I mean, because I wouldn't get more than 6,000 miles out of like a Excedra GS 850, and then it'd start cupping and stuff, and I just couldn't stop it from doing that. So we'll see, we'll see. Supposedly this is going to make it ride better.
hey, I hear there's another club doing shootings on the interstates down there.
Apparently, yeah, but
Doing
yeah,
shootings.
I-4. That's like the shooting gallery between Orlando and Tampa, where the motorcyclists tend to get up there and shoot at each other. There's got to be more to that story than what they said.
Yes. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
did
You're not. Yeah. Somebody pisses you off that much. There's a reason for it.
right, right. Yeah, well, it's going to be hard for us to find out who he is. He's on a black bike with a black helmet, and well, we know what the patch was on his back, but
Do your own research on that one.
yeah, yeah, please do. Hey, but it's all alleged. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what led up to that.
Guy probably had a beard. Probably had a
Probably
leather coat. You know how they are.
couldn't tell he had a full face mask on. So
Yeah. Well, hey, no face, no case.
hey, more power to you for those that can wear them. You got one, and I just can't wear them, man. They make me claustrophobic.
Oh no, they come in. Oh, fuck, it's like fucking night and day when you're riding though. As far as like when you're in weather,
Hmm.
yeah, it's beautiful when you're in weather. Kind of sucks in the summer, but I don't wear it all the time. Only when the interstate.
We do the highway stuff, yeah.
Not even all the time when I do the. My mom listens to this, so I probably shouldn't. I wear it every damn day, all the time. Sometimes I wear it at home just in case.
He knows you better than this.
Yeah, she does.
She does.
She's not trans.
She's on to you. Oh
Did you
man,
eat that whole fucking pizza?
No, still cooking.
Oh, okay.
that's Mijo in the background,
Mijo
everybody.
in the background. He promised another episode. Next one.
Mijo doesn't disappoint.
No,
You're
but he
gonna,
is making a pizza and it smells good as fuck.
well, you're gonna have fajitas pretty soon.
I am gonna have fajitas, but I mean, one slice of pizza is not gonna. Yeah, it's not
I'm
gonna
doing.
hurt.
I'm having shrimp scampi, and we're not going to do it on top of noodles or rice, but we've made julienne, zucchini, summer squash, and carrot noodles.
Oh,
Yeah,
Neil's having a frozen pizza.
plastic food.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to stop with the plastic food.
Good.
I've decided to try to drastically change my diet, my nutrition.
Me too.
But I'm
Well,
at that. I'm elder now. I'm at that age. Going to be 63 here in August, brother.
holy shit, you're fucking 2 years away from being an official senior citizen.
Is it official at 65? Really?
It is 100% official. You
Wow.
can still get discount coffee at 55, I think, at McDonald's.
I don't know if I've ever even taken advantage of the 55 plus discount. No. We did one time. Just
Fuck, I've done
recently.
it twice at Taco Bell, and I'm only 46.
Well, it's because you look old as fuck with all that gray hair.
Dude, you walk in with a gray beard, the fucking 19-year-old fucking cashier is gonna be like, "Oh shit, senior discount." I'm like, sure,
Yeah, I know. I get called sir all the time.
15% is 15%.
I picked up my rear tire this morning. There's
Yeah.
not many places around here that'll mount tire that you bought and mount it for you.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a BMW Honda dealership here it's in Sarasota. So I brought it there, and they wouldn't. I've got a cane, elderly, right? The gray hair and everything. They wouldn't let me carry it out to the car, brother. They had one of their workers come out and bring it out to the car for me.
Well, I mean, if you were to slip and fall and break a hip, that's
Well, I guess that's a thing, apparently, right?
I don't know. I can't wait. I wish somebody would carry my shit to my car. Fuck, I'm
But
gonna get a cane.
well, I've got, yeah, you need a cane. There's one at the clubhouse there for you.
Probably.
But you know what the biggest trend in motorcycle conversions is right now, right?
Uh, I don't know.
Trikes.
Oh yeah, everybody's doing trikes.
They're all doing that. That seems to be shifting over, right? I mean, that the place right up the street. I mean, you'll always see them repeated. Roadsmith tri conversion, Roadsmith tri conversion.
I get it, but at the same, no, I can't do it.
No, I mean if I feel the necessity to go on three, like I told you, I've said for years, I'll convert my Softail over to a tilting Motorworks conversion.
Sidecar.
Maybe, but the tilting Motorworks conversion
Yeah.
is it puts the it's two wheel. They take the front end of your Harley and they put
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
two
yeah.
wheels, and then you can still lean them,
Right.
and then you get reverse too. So you don't have to put your
Well,
feet down. You get reverse, and you get to lean the motorcycle. It's like the best of all the worlds, man.
yeah, yeah, I can't do it.
No,
Well, let's be honest. I'm gonna fucking crash and burn way before that fucking
oh,
ailment hits me.
you think so? You never do. They said only the good die young, and well,
Fair enough.
you're going to live forever.
Fair enough.
That was
Fair enough.
harsh. I apologize for that.
No, that's what I would have said.
It's exactly what you would have said.
But
Exactly.
holy shit, what else can we talk about? What else? What else? Let's talk about all these fucking retards that buy like newer soft tails, right?
Mm-hmm.
They say fuck baggers, but then they put like a fairing on them and a radio and saddlebags, and it's like, oh, it's a bagger now.
Yeah.
Those guys are stupid.
I There's too many trends that are stupid out there right now with the it's I don't know, man. I mean, can we get another color other than black?
Well, I mean, black is cool as fuck though.
It's slimming. Do you need to make your motorcycle look slimming?
No, but it just looks cool.
It does. It does,
Black,
but
chrome.
you need a little bit of bling in there, don't you?
Yeah, that's
Like
that's true.
a little, a little pinstriping or something in there, a little airbrushing maybe.
Well, airbrushing. Now you're showing your age. What are you gonna do? Like an eagle?
No, no, I'm thinking the Molly Hatchet thing on the tank, like you
Oh,
see inside of vans.
I
And
have a fan.
I know you do. I know you do.
I always
Actually,
think about it.
I like that van.
I like that van too.
Yeah, it's
So I bought
comfortable to
it.
ride in.
It is.
You get the
It
passenger
floats down the
bucket
road
seat.
like a Cadillac.
It does, and you get that passenger bucket seat that kind of.
It's a captain's chair.
It's a cap in the back. Hey, I like it. I like it. Works for me, man.
Yep.
You
You just
can, and there's room for activities in there.
there's so much room for activities in
Red
there.
velvet plush. I mean, you can put it down. You got your bed action. I mean, I know you got an air conditioner for that thing now, right?
No, no, no. I got air conditioning.
Oh, I thought
Not
you were gonna. I thought you were gonna like mount like a home unit in the back.
no, 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 no. See, it's a 33 year or 34-year-old van now, and it's got the extendo fiberglass roof. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to put weight on that.
I'm just laughing. Your van's older than your old lady.
Same age.
Same age.
So whenever she says it's an old van, I go, made the same year you were born.
It's a good
And
old
I'm told to
van.
shut up. And I'm like, yeah,
And do you?
yeah. I just go, yeah, just saying. Not saying. Just saying. Not saying, just saying.
Yeah.
Same age. She watches this shit too. So see, I'm just getting in all sorts of trouble today. Fuck. Turning into you, Mijo.
Well, we do still have that lost episode of
Oh, we got the one. Oh yeah.
we do, and it's still in the can. And they've never seen it, but boy, they were part of it, weren't they? Was that a three day bender?
Yeah, but it was only day 2.
Oh, right. So they were in full swing still.
Yeah. Or was it day 3? No, wait. When was St. Patrick's Day on that day? I think it was a Wednesday, and that might have been day 3.
It might have been. I know it was a couple of weeks off the heels of the Daytona trip we took.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was a while back. We've got another couple in the can too. We got one famous one.
Which fan? Is it the
Well,
one where I threatened everybody?
yes, yes, yes.
Ah, yeah, I never heard that one.
The one that I titled "Zero Fucks Given," because
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I don't hear that one.
Yeah, I remember the next day we talked about that, and I'm like, we can't air that ever.
I still got the fucking thumbnail that I made for it. It was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I remember. We've had a few like that. Yeah, yeah. What was the other one we had? And I don't know, probably one of the best episodes we ever did was on Father's Day, and we weren't talking gibberish. We actually had some real poignant things to say, and
Yep.
I had never hit the record button.
Yeah, that was great. We got to do two podcasts in one day, but only aired one.
I only heard one. The first one was much better, although we did cover all the bases. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? So what's going on with Road King?
I bought gaskets for it.
Hey, that's plus it's a step in the right direction.
Well, really, that's all it needs. Well, that instead. So,
I had to get a new intake for it.
well, a new air cleaner. Well, see, it depends on how you want to define intake.
Well, yeah, air cleaner. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not. I'm,
basically.
I'm talking in front of the manifold, not behind it. So,
Oh shit, I should probably do that
hmm,
because I was planning on just getting Chinesium, and if the tariff thing that could fuck that all up.
you better do it
My
now.
$50 goddamn fucking air cleaner could cost me 70, and I'm told that's horrible.
Well, how's that going to work? I mean, Harley gets a lot of their parts from China, don't they? Nowadays,
No.
India.
No. Well, okay. So, yeah, here, let's nerd out a little bit. Since we live in Wisconsin, yes, I do know people in the Harley Davidson manufacturing world.
We know a lot of people there. Yeah.
Right. And a lot of their shit comes out of Mexico.
Hmm.
There's a place in a town not too far away called Walworth, MPC to be specific. They do a lot of parts for them. A lot of shit comes out of Mexico.
Hmm.
And yes, a lot of the raw materials. So, okay, what China's really fucking good for when it comes to, like, say, motorcycle parts, if you will, is raw materials.
Hmm.
Because they don't have an EPA. They just say fuck the world. And they're
Right.
just doing whatever the fuck they want. Well, what they do is they ship the raw materials to fucking Mexico. And then Mexico assembles the shit. Now it's made in Mexico. Then it can come up here no problem. And if
Gotcha.
you've been paying attention to the news, Mexico's like, oh, no, no, no. No, we play ball. We play ball, Mr. Trump.
They quickly capitulated, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean,
But and there's some shit that comes out of the Philippines, and there's some shit that comes out of Taiwan. Yeah, I think that's about it.
but they're still making all the body parts up in Tomahawk, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
but guess where that steel comes from?
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Well, it's one big happy world now, isn't it?
I'm feeling the love.
Oh, me too.
Positive energy.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. No, no, not at all. Get out there in
Andy
public.
Boomer's right.
It's a little weird,
No, I'm
man.
kidding. No, it's fuck, man, dude, fucking don't 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 listen to my fucking dumbass. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
what do we
episode
know?
episode 11, we was our post-apocalyptic, right? It was sort of a gag thing that we did, right? How to survive. We were doing it as a joke because it was
Always a joke.
during COVID, right? And we were like, how to survive the post-apocalypse, and so we were just making grandiose predictions and talking about how we weren't shocked. Think about how far we've come from that episode.
Jesus
It was
Christ.
like 140 ago. I mean, there's not much that will surprise me anymore, man. Especially here in
Mm-hmm.
Florida. Florida, like, I mean, you see all the wackadoodles, man. They're all out.
God, what? Yeah, I just heard somebody say some quote. They should have like a Florida, they should have like a saying now, where when something crazy happens, you say you have like a Florida moment.
Florida, well, they're just Floridine.
Floridine.
Floridine. He's Floridine.
It's Floriding.
Florida. Well, there's a well-known TikTok guy named My God, It's Wix, or He's a black guy, and he does a lot of the Florida stuff. He's a pretty funny guy. My God, it's Wicks. As
Hmm.
yeah, and he talks about that a lot of like, and he tries to find people doing like Florida stuff. And so there was a guy like in shorts and boots in the Everglades, and he had a raccoon on his back, and he was fighting a big anaconda that he was pulling out of the Everglades, and it was at night with a
Wow.
spotlight in his hand. And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty Florida right there.
Is it the alligator guy?
Which one?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I
There was
mean,
that one that was on Joe Rogan. It was like alligator hunter or python hunter or some shit like that, and he
they're
found
all
like,
they're all over the place down here. I mean, they got that 5 foot lizard now. They got this lizard. It's like 5 feet long. I
oh,
can't remember what they're called. It's not a tokay lizard, but it's similar because of the T.
yeah, I do remember hearing about that.
Well, I sent it out to on the club thing, and I was like,
Yeah.
just one more thing for the Florida people, and like you don't have to get a license to hunt them. In fact, you're almost obligated to like dispatch it when you find them, and all
Hmm.
they ask is that you get it so it dies instantly, and then they want you to pith it. Now, do you remember pithing?
No.
That's when you plunge something into the back of their neck or their head to make sure
Oh,
that they won't come back again. You don't want them to come back to life again. So because I guess that's cruel. So I'm like thinking like, what's the most humane way you could dispatch them? So like you dispatch them instantly, and you take care of the pithing thing all in one fell swoop. And I'm like, samurai sword.
well, yeah, samurai sword. Obviously, that's where I was gonna go with it.
Well, definitely a samurai sword. Decapitate them right there. But yeah, they're just a little north, right? Like north outside of Tampa and Brandon. And then they got them outside of Fort Myers and Miami. So like those
What
are
do
the
they call when the Japanese people kill themselves?
harikare.
How? No, it's something else. Starts with
Harry,
an
it's
S.
it's Harry Carey, but it's also
Yeah,
called seppuku.
seppuku.
Seppuku. Yep.
Seppuku. Those motherfuckers. That's
Well,
where they stab themselves and then somebody cuts their head off.
they've got to
Got
plunge it
out
into
Last
their
Samurai with Tom Cruise.
they plunge it into their abdomen, and they've got to carve a triangle. So
Oh,
you got to carve a triangle, and then like if you wimp out, then they cut your head off. But yeah, but you have to write like a haiku or something before that.
and lizards can't write haikus, so that plans out.
Yeah, well, I don't know,
Now,
but that's pretty wild, man. I mean, can you imagine like in American culture, like dealing with like seppuku, like or you say face honor for your family, you need to carve a triangle into your stomach and then die face down on a mat. I mean,
now you just have a fentanyl overdose.
well, all you got to do is buy a little bit of the Bolivian marching powder, and it's probably got enough grains in there to kill you.
Yeah.
I don't
Speaking
know
of,
about.
dude,
Go
what's up with
ahead.
that pizza? Yeah, I want a piece. So here's what I just thought. Remember how last time we were talking about the pizza review guy,
Yeah, yeah,
the bar stool, and we were going to do it with tacos, the taco trucks.
yes.
I think we just got a correspondent.
Ooh, oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, be like one bite, everybody knows the rules.
Well, we know Cholo won't come on and do anything. No, he'd be the other taco aficionado. But no, we should start with that taco truck down there in Beloit, that one on 4th Street.
Is that still
Taco,
there?
yeah, oh yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Taco Gordo. They got really really good quesadillas.
You can take the rest of the pizza back. I just want one slice. Anyways, but yeah, we could get Mijo out there, get him a GoPro and everything, get him on the thing, get him all set up, and be like, one bite, everybody knows the rules, and he's gonna eat the whole fucking thing. But so is Dave Portnoy. It's fine. And then you can give a rating from 0 to 10.
That'd be great.
It would be great.
He's not a good judge of that. Everything would be a 10 with him. You
This could have been in here a little bit longer. It's a little soft.
little raw, is it? Little medium rare.
Well, I'm gonna have to give this pizza a 3.2.
It'd be like taking one of them little brown and serve sausages, those ones that come in the freezer, right? You take them out of the bag and you brown them up.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like taking one of those out in like a meat sickle and just eating it raw. Like,
Yeah,
well,
cheese isn't even golden brown.
oh
It's
yeah,
not even golden brown.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I don't know. Well, either way, what are you gonna do,
It's
you
got
know?
black olives on it.
Oh, no, no, no. Olives don't belong on a pizza. No.
Huh?
I'm not an olive fan.
I'm not an olive fan. I mean, I'll eat them, but I don't like them. Like, I'm not
Olives,
like, oh, good olives. You know what I mean?
just like
I
capers. Ugh.
I tolerate them.
Yeah, I'm not a caper fan. I'm not an olive fan. I'm not a pickle fan unless I make the pickles. I had a lot of
Mm,
fun in culinary school because I had to eat all that shit.
right.
Like it was
I hate
real that
pickles.
the afternoon that we had olive afternoon in one of the classes. It's like they had all the expensive Kalamata olives and all the different imported ones, and we are supposed to try them all. And people were like, "Ooh, whoa, you could really taste the brine." And I'm like, I don't want to taste the brine, man.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that guy Andrew Zimmern? He's the one who goes out and eats all the radical stuff. Uh,
Oh,
yeah, I remember
he
he
had a
was
show. Was it Bizarre Foods?
Bizarre Foods. That's the dude.
Yeah.
And he's out there and he's one time and he's trying this it was like snake gallbladder or something in Thailand or whatever. And he bites into it and he's like, "Ooh, you could really taste the bile." And I, who says that?
I do when I had too much to drink.
Yeah, but do you enjoy it? Like he was like it was like a
Nope.
part of the flavor profile. He was into it. Ooh, you could really taste the bile, and he was into it.
Mm. Well, not everybody on TV is smart.
Well, he's smart enough to make millions of dollars doing what he loves, so that's not too
Fair
bad.
enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. Well, we should definitely do something like that. Try a little bit of food, a little bit of
Yeah.
food efforts. Stuff that we can do. The biker friendly food.
Should we do tacos or burritos?
I still want to do the bacon off the muffler.
Well, I know you want to do bacon off the muffler. We'll do the bacon off the muffler. That's fine. We can do that. That's fine.
Muffler bacon BLTs. What do
But
you
you can only
think?
do that one episode, really.
You're
Unless we just
right.
start cooking random shit off the muffler.
How would we toast the toast?
Okay.
Interesting. We'll have to figure it
You're
out.
literally taking frozen pizza home with you in a bag. Something to talk about next podcast. Later. Anyways. But yeah, how would you make this? I mean, if it was soft bread, but then once you take it off, it's going to be curly.
Toast it in the sun.
Do they make a 12-volt like toaster? You could have a saddlebag with a toaster in it.
All you need is power converter.
Well, yeah, that too. But
Well, they got them little power converters you could buy. I
that's
don't
fair.
know. Years ago, man, I was first job out of high school. I was a commercial sandblaster for a place called Ocean Research Equipment Incorporated,
Uh-huh.
and I would do like the sides of their boats or the big buoys and stuff. And there was one of the technicians in there, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty cool dude. He rode an old Honda,
Yeah.
like a Honda 360 Limited, and that's how it was like probably a 72. And I used to love to go to his little lab at lunchtime because he had this little plug. He'd plug it into the wall, and then he had the two wires, and he'd stick them in either end of a hot dog, and then it would just start cooking. So he always had these electricity hot dogs. So
Yeah. Well, there's that. Yeah, I think the taco truck reviews are better idea. I'm not gonna lie to
yeah, well the bacon will be good for one episode. So
you.
well,
Well, obviously the bacon's good for one episode. That was my whole point.
yeah, it'll be a segue
But I'm
into
like,
it.
I mean, I guess you could fry bologna.
Yeah, you got to put the little slits in it though, or they curl up into little hockey puck hats, man.
Sure, sure.
You have to. I mean, it's fried bologna after all, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Well, what is bologna but just a very large, thinly sliced hot dog?
tastes radically different though.
For some, well, it depends on what hot dogs you're eating, I guess.
Depends on what kind of bologna you're eating.
No, that's very true as well.
Oh well.
But whole smoked bologna, that sounds pretty good too.
Yeah.
No, they've taken the big ones and I've seen them go to the smokers and stuff.
But we're going
It's,
down the food rabbit hole here now.
well, I don't know. Now we're into boomers area, right, with the smoker and shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I'm just winding my days down here, get ready to go
Well,
back up north.
here's the thing for us. Like we're still like barely out of winter, I guess. Like it's April, but it don't feel like April. It was 19 this morning.
Oh man.
It's 42 right now.
And I'm going to be up there in 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh
Every
man.
fucking year I fucking ask you, why the fuck do you come back this early, man? It's Wisconsin and upper Midwest type shit. It snowed yesterday.
Well, it's kind of a snowbird status type thing. You have to like be at your mail address in both areas for like a specified amount of time. So
Well, it ain't like they're gonna come over and check.
no, they already have my license says Wisconsin for that house, but then the post office has my primary address here in Florida. So it's like all my bank records and shit come here, although I don't even want to talk about it.
Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
guys better unfuck that weather by the time I get up there.
I, I, I I'm not Jewish. I don't control the weather.
You're not the Navy either.
That's right.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean,
It's cold.
well,
I
you
mean, it's
got
not bad now, but like 19 in the morning at fucking 5:30, that's fucking winter is what that is.
right, right. Yeah, well, I hope they get that straightened away.
Well, I don't know who they are. I mean, pray to Jesus. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Or Allah or whoever, I mean, shit. But yeah, it's
Yahweh,
still
Yeshua,
Yahweh, fucking
Buddha, Shiva,
spaghetti monster. I don't know.
Krishna. Ooh, flying spaghetti monster.
But yeah,
Yes.
I just so you know, I had to scrape my windows the other day.
I I don't know what to tell you, man. I know once I get up there, we got to start working on my soft tail.
Yes. Well, yeah, it's a list. We're doing lists. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, okay, we'll chip away at them.
Yeah, I want to get the soft tail up and running as soon as possible.
Yep.
But that'll just mean more money I'm going to have to throw at it potentially. We'll see.
All it takes is time and money.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
thankfully it's an Evo 94 Evo soft tail, and so the parts aren't necessarily they're easy to find and not going to break the bank.
mhm.
So I don't know, man.
Well, I mean, shit. Did I talk about the starter situation on this with the
Well,
fucking
we talked.
spacer?
You didn't on the show, but we talked about it.
Oh yeah, yeah, aftermarket parts. I swear to fucking God, that's why the Road King's going back stock. I am so tired of fucking dealing with aftermarket bullshit where I gotta sit there and take things apart twice and then try to research it myself and then realize they discontinued the PDFs even. You click on the link and it goes to 404 error. I'm like, why would you even take that off the internet? What
I
what
I don't know what to
why
tell
would you
you.
do that?
You
But
know,
they
I
did it.
I fall down the black hole of the Victory motorcycle syndrome too. I'm on an '07 steel frame Victory, and Victory doesn't even support the parts anymore.
Uh, well, first of all, whose fault is that? Second of all, uh Harley's are steel frames. Did they ever make an aluminum frame victory?
Oh yeah,
No shit.
yeah. Last of the steel frame. I think the first year was 2009 or 2010.
Huh. Now we're learning.
Yeah, but I think the best year for Victories is probably the '05 to '07 run. A lot of the guys that see the key to the Victories is once you got them, you didn't want to fuck with them. You got to leave them bone stock because they come out, they come out pretty peppy, bone stock. But then of course everybody's got to bump it up, right?
Well, yeah,
And
fine with it.
I know, but that's when all the things start to happen. You just talked about that. You get into the aftermarket parts that have non-supported materials and little bushings that are left off that you realize you had to pull and scavenge from the last part you had on there.
Well, the Road King's not gonna be stock, but I mean, like, like when you start getting into the custom world, and I mean the real fucking custom world, not what
Hmm.
these fucking assholes are doing buying new fucking grips and all this bullshit at the fucking dealership and going, "Oh, it's custom."
That's
Really?
the gewgaws.
Yeah, really. You bought shit off the fucking shelf and you're like, "Oh, it's custom." No, everybody has. Motherfucker, there's 6 bikes in the parking lot like that. They ain't custom. Custom is when fucking you either A, have somebody make shit for you, or B, you make shit for it. That's custom.
Yeah, you're fabricating for it.
When you have to fucking actually throw sparks like in every fucking movie ever fucking made with a fucking scene in a garage, and there's always somebody grinding. What the fuck are they grinding? I've been a mechanic. I've been working on bikes for forever. I don't grind that much. But in
I,
every scene, in every movie, you see the bad guy run through the auto shop, or they got to go. The detective's got to talk to the guy that's working in the mechanic shop.
under,
Somebody's grinding. The fuck are you grinding?
I don't know. It looks good on film though.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
call them sparks.
but it's interesting. You just made me think of something. I got a friend who he retired. He bought himself a hot rod. So he bought
Is
himself
it a
this.
Lincoln?
No, it is not. It's not a Lincoln, but he
Did it
bought him
drive anybody to drinking?
Hot Rod Lincoln. Good tune. Commander Cody and the Lost Planet Airman. That's who did that.
Jesus Christ, you had that right at the tip of your tongue. That's fucking
Hey,
amazing.
look, I don't know what to tell you,
That's
but
well,
he when he first got it, right, it was all bought and paid for. He didn't turn one screw, didn't turn one nut,
not one.
not one. And so he brings this thing to the car shows, and he was winning. But then it turned out a lot of the guys at the car shows, they found out the lineage of it, and they were like, well, you can't be too proud of that because you didn't do anything to this. Like you just bought this and then you bring it around and you're showing it. And I mean, that's like a badge of honor, right? And you get the guys in the car shows, and he built that thing. He's the one who rebuilt it, right? I mean,
Yep.
and you don't see that too much nowadays in the biker world. That the guys don't care if you turn the wrench, if you did the custom work, if you put the tune on it. All they care is that look at the beautiful blingy bike that I just bought and brought to bike night.
You know, see, that touched on a fucking
I knew it would.
that's a subject. Yep.
I
That
knew it
fucking
would.
irritates the ever loving fuck out of me.
I was poking the bear.
That you know, I'm around so many fucking club dudes that take their bikes to the shop. Now look, hey, everybody fucking gets stumped. There's bigger jobs. I mean, I'm not a machinist, so I have to take my shit to a machine shop,
Right.
right? Do I wish I could have $500,000 worth of fucking equipment in a shop somewhere so I could do my own machine work? Absolutely, but that's
Right.
never gonna fucking happen unless somebody has $500,000 they want to donate. Comment below if you do. But other than that, I mean, the amount of fucking dudes that call themselves bikers and get fucking offended if you even question question how much they can ride or anything like that, that don't even change their own fucking oil. Now, listen, if you're an older guy and it's what, okay, fine, I get it. Oh, whatever. Arthritis is a thing. I get it. I got some in my ankle. It's fine. It is what it is. But if you're like in your 30s and a shop built your bike, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
I
Not
understand
only
what you're
that,
saying.
oh, no, 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 no. How about all the Amazon fucking bike builders? Oh, these fucking guys, you know? Yeah, man, look what all I did to my bike. Yeah, you bought a bunch of shit off of Amazon and you slapped it on. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Not to say you don't buy anything off Amazon. I get it. I got fucking bullshit on my bike too, but it's because I'm poor. But
You have to admit though, I mean, when you're turning the wrench, when you're doing the work, and then you're getting back on and you're putting the trust in your own work on that machine, it can pucker your butt a little sometimes when you're thinking about stuff, right? You second guess yourself, you know.
yeah, usually at about 85, 90.
Yeah, yeah. Usually when that happens, but when you get it to work and you're the one doing it and you're riding like that, it's kind of a cool thing, man.
It is. Or when it's broke on the side of the fucking road
And
and
you
you brought
fix it.
tools instead of a fucking AAA card,
Yep. Yep.
you know?
I do. I do.
I mean, all those old pictures of those guys wearing greasy fucking clothes, it wasn't like they were rolling around on the shop floor that they took their bike to.
Right.
But nowadays, you got these prissy motherfuckers that, like, oh, I'm thinking about changing out my wheels. I'm going to take it into the shop and, you know, see what they can do. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're as hardcore as fuck. That might as well be a fucking car, dude.
Yeah.
It's an appliance at that point.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
it got dark.
Ooh, it did get dark all of a sudden, didn't
Got
it?
dark there for
We're
a second.
talking about stuff being an appliance, but I mean, we're the bikers lifestyle podcast, though, and then here we are, So I mean, that's what works for us, right? I mean, we still know a handful of guys, a lot of guys that do their own shit. There are guys out there that dig the biker lifestyle, that their version of it, and that involves spending a lot of money at the dealership. Apparently they don't mind $100 an hour for somebody to do labor on it, not just
A
to buy
hundred
parts.
dollars an hour. Bidenomics, man. It's fucking about a buck 25, a buck 50.
Yeah. Well, and half the time it's some sort of electrical thing that's in their harness. Half the time they can't even find it.
Yep.
So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I learn as I go. I mean, I had to redo the rear brakes on the Victory, right?
Yeah.
And of course, and I'm like, okay, well, shit, I've bled brakes, I've done all that before, but I've never had to deal with doing a dry system, especially when like the rear brakes where it's got the reservoir is well away from where the master cylinder is, and then the calipers, all the way in the back of the bike, and the whole system was dry. And when you YouTube that, try to Google that and YouTube it, you're not going to find, you're going to find most of the stuff on there on brakes involves just bleeding brakes that only have the fluid in the system. There wasn't one video out there that told you how to put it into the system the correct way, but I figured it out.
Well,
And that was kind of cool. Now, not going to be a problem. Hell.
okay. And we'll kind of end on this topic, but I have heard the argument that you can no longer work on your own shit anymore because of all the computers and electronics on your motorcycle. Okay.
We heard that with the TC-88s. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
When the twin
So,
cams came out, guys were like, oh, you can't work on those.
right. You 100% can.
Yep.
They have not, still an internal combustion fucking engine.
Yep.
Yes. Is there some diagnostic equipment you're going to need to buy? Yes.
Special tools. Yes.
Special tools. There always has been.
Oh, exactly.
However, I have a fucking chunk of wood about yay long, which is 12 inches. And
Yeah.
you see that?
That was good. That was good.
Layers. And and it says Harley tool on it. So when I take my primary apart, I jam it in between the gears. Do they make an actual tool? Yeah. Does that chunk of wood work? Yeah. I mean, where there's a will, there's a fucking way.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't go to college. Don't take financial advice from me. And I'm not an engineer, but somehow I figured out that if you take a chunk of wood and he's jamming in between the gears, it'll lock him up.
I got a piece of plastic that does the very same thing for the gear driven primary in my Victory. So,
And it's all nuts and bolts.
yep.
And guess what we have these days that the guys in the 60s, 70s, or whatever didn't fucking have.
YouTube.
The 80s. The internet.
The internet. Yeah, I know. Now you're going to have to do some cross referencing.
Yeah, you might have to spend 15 to 20 minutes searching for your problem, or you can spend up to however much in labor for having a guy, more than likely, doing the exact same fucking thing on the internet.
That seems to be the case, didn't it? Yeah, well, mechanics is mechanics, man.
Buy tools. You'd be surprised what you could do with a fucking 200-piece craftsman set.
True enough.
I
True enough.
mean, hell, what was that guy? Oh fuck, he was that fuck. He was part of Iron Order or some cop club. I don't fucking remember. Law Dog guy or whatever the bullshit. People were sharing his videos all over, and he was working in his fucking garage on bikes, explaining to people how to
Oh,
change fucking
yeah.
shit out. And it was like, if he can do it, you can do it.
Yep. If I could do it, you can do it.
But if you have unlimited income or you're what do they call that? Financially stable, which who is, then go ahead and take it to wherever the fuck and support your local shops. Yeah, they need your money too, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I remember bringing my Harley many, many years ago to get it timed correctly, and then I'm driving it back from the place that did it, and going down the road, and all of a sudden the timing little plug popped off, and I got oil going all over the side of my leg because they didn't tighten it back up again. So
Right, because nobody's going to work on your bike with as much care as you will.
that's exactly it. Exactly it. It's going to take a little longer too. You know, I take my time. I try not to rush through stuff.
Well, yeah, and I mean, you're going to fuck up, but how big is the fuck up really going to be? What was that timing plug? An inconvenience.
Brought it up to Monty's at State Line, and he like reached in a drawer and found one. Here you go, put it back on. It was that
Yep.
easy. But yeah, I mean,
Yes.
you just never know. You never know you know. Did he get a phone call? You know, did the mechanic forget? You know, is he pissed at his boss because he's only making $18 an hour? You know,
Did somebody fucking grab him to go work on something else real quick and he forgot to tighten it?
that's probably exactly what happened. We all make those mistakes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
Oh,
it's the only thing certain with a human being working on your shit is sooner or later they're going to fuck up.
human error. Yep, it's
I
going to
know
come
I
into
fuck up
play.
all the time. If I I do dumb shit constantly.
But that's how you learn.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
and you know, here's the other thing about the maintenance too is there is in the beginning there is no easy way. There's no shortcut. But muscle memory and repetition creates the ease for you to be able to do something.
right.
You know, the first time you take your rear tire off yourself, you know, to get it changed and you have to deal with it all. I mean, it's a little bit of an ordeal as you're trying to learn how the fuck to do it, right?
Yeah,
You
and
know,
then especially when you're talking about caged bearings and spacers and you got to fucking, you know what I mean?
yep.
That's pain in the ass. New bikes, they got fucking seal bearings, fucking slap shit together. Who gives a
But you
fuck?
know, nowadays, you know, you do it, you know, you go through 10 tires in the rear of your bike and you keep on doing it. Get to that 10th one, man, it's a breeze. You're like, nope, gonna do this. It's all systematic. It's in your head.
Yeah, maybe you got to buy a $20 monkey wrench you ever never fucking use again, but it helps you fucking set the rear fucking torque spec on your bike.
Yep. 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 So all the stuff that you're gonna do, like, eh, it's just do it, learn it, you know, and commit it to memory because it's just gonna make it easier on you down the line. And the
Right.
satisfaction to ride your own shit.
But let's be honest, 75% of the people that swing a leg over a fucking bike ain't gonna do their shit.
I bet it's higher than that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. Well,
Well, it's the kids.
there's still guys out there that want to fix it, you know.
Guys can't afford it. If
Me,
you're 20 something driving a fucking riding a fucking either a Jap cruiser or a fucking rocket or something, you're not going to want to spend 125 or so an hour to have somebody do whatever. You're going to look on TikTok and how to do it.
yeah, that's exactly
You're
it.
going
You
to
know,
fuck it up. Then you're going to fix it.
yep.
Then it's good to go.
My older brother and I rebuilt a 65 Corvair van he had bought. So, like, who buys a Corvair van, right? You know, rear motor in the thing, and we
Yep.
he had to put a new flywheel wheel on it.
Yep.
And guess how many flywheels we had to buy? Two.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right, because we learned that you have to slide it on versus sliding onto a sleeve. Like there was a procedure because if you over torqued it, then you would crack the flywheel housing. And I over torqued it and cracked the flywheel housing, and we had to drive all the way to the Western Massachusetts to pick up a second one.
You're gonna have those things.
Yep. But those are the good old days, right? When you find one and then you go in there and then scavenge it yourself from the junkyard and bring it into the counter and slam it down. And how much you want for this? $20.
Yep. And you learned.
Yeah, you
I
learned.
mean, that was what, forever ago?
It was a long time ago. Yeah, at
And you
least
haven't forgotten it yet.
no, and I never will.
And I get, guys, I mean, don't want to work on their cars and shit. And I'll be honest with you, man. Fucking, I wish motorcycle technology took off like car technology.
Mm, yeah,
I mean, fuck. The shit cars can do these days, and the like the level of maintenance, it's
yeah.
like
Hell, you buy a new car nowadays, you don't have to put the tune up on it until like 120,000 miles. It's
yeah.
like, oh, when's the first tune? Oh, when the odometer hits 6 digits. Oh, okay.
And how many people even say anymore, I got to take my car and get a tune up? They don't even need one.
No, you don't.
Replace the spark plugs, are good to fucking go.
Yeah. Yep.
What about the spark plug wires? What spark plug wires? Everything's fucking coil to plug.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, coil to
You
plug.
might have
Yep.
to replace the boot.
Yeah. What those, $20, not too bad at all.
There's two screws. They're on top of the valve covers. It's not that fucking hard.
No, no,
Oh, you
no.
took it in the dealership because the check engine light came on. But yeah, I don't want to spend, $90, which is less than a 1 hour rate, and it's always 1 hour minimum. You could
Hmm.
go boop, hit yes, no, there you go, and fucking it'll tell you what's wrong with it.
Yep. Oh well.
I went on a tangent.
Well, I kind of poked the bear a little at that
It's
one.
fine.
It's all right. Well, brother, we're gonna sign off. I'm gonna go make shrimp scampi.
Chicken fajitas.
Ch-
Mijo took off. He's got his pizza.
His half cooked pizza.
You know what I mean?
He won't even know. His insides will be nothing with that, man. And me, I'd be in the hospital for crying out loud, sitting in the toilet. I ate
Well,
that thing.
I mean it. It wasn't like raw, but it was. You got to have that. You know what I mean?
Mijo's got a sewer stomach.
You got to have that crisp. You got to have the crisp.
Well, your cheese has to be brown. It has to be darker.
Well, it's golden.
At least golden. I agree.
Read the package. It tells you that. I'm a connoisseur of frozen pizza.
I know. I know. We've had this conversation. All right, brother. I'm gonna call this one a day. All right.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Seat, motorcycle, nuts. The whole thing. Later.
Cook the pizza more.
Cook your pizza more. That's right.
What the